Literally 5 minutes of this footage is gonna be just setting up the light. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nayeli. So today I'm going to be talking about my confirmation saint, how I chose her, and some tips for anyone who has to choose a confirmation saint. So if your confirmation's coming up, and you have to choose a saint, I got some tips for you. If you see me looking down or something, I'm looking at my notes. So first things first, today's the feast day of Saint Philomena, which is my confirmation saint. And as if you already know about her, you may have already noticed, because I put on a flower crown and she's wearing a flower crown. There she is. Saint Philomena, powerful with God. Pray for us. There's a lot to her story and to her discovery. I'm currently reading a book about it right now, and there's so much more details and a lot more stories that I did not know about until now, and I'm sure I'm not even halfway done with this book. Just a little overview about her. Her feast day is August 11th, and her tomb was found in May around 200 years ago in 1802. So that's crazy. So a little bit about her story. On her tomb, there were some symbols, which are on her picture as well. There's an anchor, some arrows, and a lily. So I'm going to read a little bit from this little prayer card of hers, which has a little overview about her story. On May 25th, 1802, excavators in the ancient catacomb of St. Priscilla in Rome came upon a well-preserved shelf tomb sealed with terracotta slabs in the manner usually reserved for nobility or great martyrs. The tomb was marked with 3 tiles, inscribed with the following confusing words. It had the words Lumina Pax Triumphi. However, if one places the first tile last and separates the words properly, the very intelligible sentence emerges, Pax Tecum Philomena, which is peace be with you, Philomena. Also inscribed on the tiles were symbols, a lily, arrows, an anchor, and a lance, which would appear to indicate virginity and martyrdom. Inside the coffin, there were discovered the remains of a girl of about 12 or 13 years of age, along with a vial or ampulla of her dried blood. In 1837, only 35 years after her exhumation, Pope Gregory elevated this wonder worker of the 19th century to sainthood. In an act unprecedented in the history of Catholicism, she became the only person recognized by the Church as a saint solely on the basis of her powerful intercession, since nothing historical was known of her except her name and the evidence of her martyrdom. Saint Philomena has been successfully invoked by her supplicants in every sort of need, such that she has become another patron of hopeless and impossible cases, like Saint Jude or Saint Rita, but she is known to be especially powerful in cases involving conversion of sinners, return of the sacraments, expectant mothers, destitute mothers, problems with children, unhappiness in the home, sterility, priests and their work, help for the sick, the missions, real estate, money problems, food for the poor, and mental illness. But truly, as her devotees have discovered, no case of whatever matter is too trivial or too unimportant to concern her. And the name Philomena means Princess of Paradise, but she's also known as Daughter of Light, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot more. There's so much about her in this prayer card. And in the back, there's a novena prayer to her. And today, I actually just finished a novena to her. So that's a little bit about her. So now I want to talk about how she became my confirmation saint. There's this quote that I heard not too long ago. It probably was a long time ago, but not too long ago. I forgot where I saw it. I don't even know where I saw it, who told it to me, or if I read it somewhere. I have no idea where I saw it. But I heard this quote. It had to do with choosing confirmation saints and all that. And the quote said, "You don't choose your confirmation saint. You don't choose your saint chooses you." And I felt so I could relate to that so much, because I felt even though at the end of the day I decided to choose her for my confirmation saint, I feel like she chose me, and I'll tell you why I think that. I turned 15 in July 2015, but my quinceañera was not going to be until February after my 15th birthday, because we couldn't get the hall, and it was just the timing worked out better for the hall and mass to be on the same day, and it gave more time to plan, and it just worked out that way. So anyways, my quinceañera was going to be in February, but I was gonna get confirmed the May after my quinceañera. So only like February, March, April, May, like 3 months after my quinceañera, I was gonna get confirmed. So this was January, I believe, or it could have been February too. I don't know. It was sometime before my quinceañera. We went to go visit the church because we had to go take a look at it because my quinceañera was coming up soon. My mom and I went in the church. We were just kind of looking around. It was just us two in the church. And on our way out, there's like, you know, like the little lobby areas in the church. So there was like a basket with like some books or different prayer cards. And I saw this card there, and I had not chosen a confirmation saint. I was still pretty new to like getting deeper into my faith, so I didn't know too much about saints really. I was just confused. This was a time during a phase I had when I was really into flower crowns, and obviously my hair is naturally curly, and so when I saw this I was like, oh my gosh, yes, look, like she has my hair and she has a flower crown. I love flower crowns. So initially that's what, on the way home from church, I just started reading all of this. And when I saw that she's especially powerful in cases involving mental illness, that also struck with me so much, because at that time also I was going through a lot of anxiety and kind of towards the end of the dark ages, which I'll explain at another time. And also her, like, seeing her as like a vessel of hope, you know, like she seemed like the person of hope, and I'm like, wow, that's really awesome. And her story really like stuck with me and everything, and all the miracles that have happened because of her, you know, praying to God. I just borrowed this book from my church's library, so just reading this again is really like reminding me like, oh yeah, I'm really happy that I know a great saint, you know. One of my main goals, you know, I feel, is to spread hope, and I feel like it's because of her, you know, reading her story and seeing like how she's helped the hopeless, you know. I'm like, wow, goals. She really started this journey of wanting to spread hope for me, you know. So yeah, so my confirmation retreat, that's a whole other story. I'll do a whole other story about my confirmation retreat, because that was truly a test, I felt, for me, and like a time where I definitely got closer to God, and I could have failed, but God got me through that, and I'll explain why when I have a story time about it or whatever. So I got confirmed on May 8th, 2016. And I'm now just realizing that she was found in the month of May, which is pretty awesome. This is actually a favor my mom and I made for my confirmation. So it's the same like photo of her, but it's just a card. It's not a little booklet, and we added a little bow, and on the bottom it says Saint Philomena, daughter of light. So this is what the path looks like. So it says Saint Philomena, virgin, martyr, and wonder worker. The very name of Philomena contains the words Filia Luminis, daughter of light. She is the enlightener of a dark and corrupt age, confounding the snares of materialism. She is the patroness of the children of Mary. Her mission today is to draw us to the Immaculate Heart of Mary through imitation of her heroic virtues of purity, obedience, and humility. Saint Philomena is an anchor of hope in this dark age of despair. And then on the bottom it says, thank you for joining us on my confirmation day. Here's a photo from my confirmation day. I got confirmed by the bishop of our diocese, but yeah, that was truly a blessing to be confirmed and gain the virtues of the Holy Spirit, you know. Truly a time I think I should really think about more now that I'm speaking about it again, because I don't know, it's truly a special time, like, that should not be forgotten, you know. Not that I forgot about it, but you know, it's just something to think about more, you know, because it's truly a special day. So now to close out the video, I kind of want to give some tips for anyone who needs to decide on a confirmation saint. So first things first, pray to God to lead you in the right direction of a saint that really inspires you. Pray to God, you know, say, God, you know, please help me and lead me in the right path to choose the right saint for me. And obviously there's not going to be a wrong answer for this. You can't choose the wrong saint, because like they're saints, you know, like it's not like, oh, I chose the wrong one. They're all, you know, you're choosing a saint, you know. Second, don't over stress, because I know I got pretty stressed out about it. Don't over stress. It's not a process to be stressed about. You're choosing a saint that inspires you, someone that you look up to. And obviously a lot of saints, I'm sure you could look up to a lot of saints, you know, someone that you're like, wow, I want to do what they did, you know, I want to help people like they did, work like they did, whatever the case may be. For me, like I said, one of the things that really drew me to Saint Philomena was her hope, you know, helping the hopeless. And the biggest thing I want to do is spread hope, and that's what really drew me to her. And as well as, you know, she is especially powerful with cases including mental illness, which also hit home with me, you know. So don't let this be a stressful process. It shouldn't be stressful. Just pray and ask God to help guide you, you know. There's also a website, I think it's called it's a saint website where you click a button and it randomly chooses a saint. And not saying like, oh, just resort to randomly choosing a saint. I'm not saying that at all. You know, just choose some saints like randomly to read about, and maybe one will stick out to you. Read about them, get to know some saints, ones that stick out to you, maybe more than one does, so you know, you just have to learn more about them. Say you're in between a couple saints. I would probably suggest maybe pray a novena to all of them. It doesn't have to be at the same time, you know, it could be different times, but see which one really calls to you, you know. Like I said, there's no wrong answer. You're not going to choose the wrong saint. And even if you have a lot of different saint besties, you know, that doesn't mean, oh, you could only choose one and you can't think about any other saints. No. I love Saint Philomena. She's one of my saint besties. She's in my saint squad. But I'm also super close with Saint Therese de Lisieux. Don't let it be stressful. Do a novena to them, get to know them, you know, get to know the saints. And if you don't know of any saints, like I said, do that little website thing at the bottom. And oh, I think it's the Saint Generator. I think that's what it is. I don't know. The link will be in the description. I think that is it. Also, I have a pretty happy announcement. So I'm now a brand ambassador for His Glory clothing company, and the link will be in the description. So you could use my code Sunflower Blessings. I created that code. I love it. I love sunflowers, so I'm so happy with that code. So anyways, the code is Sunflower Blessings, and you could get 20% off. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Blessed and Beautiful Official. I'm so happy with all these like faith-related videos. I feel like they're so much more fruitful and needed, you know, more than vlogs right now. I'm still going to put out vlogs, like I said, but my main focus is going to be faith-based content. You know, God bless you guys. You guys are so loved. I'm praying for you guys. Please pray for me as well. Yeah, like I said in the previous video, if you have any ideas or topics you'd like me to talk about, you could DM me on Instagram or comment. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell notification if you would like to be notified when I post. But yeah, I pray you guys have a very blessed and beautiful week, and I'll see you guys next video. God bless.